This whole process is usually done through a process called Shivoham process, using sound and light. As I said, recently scientists have established, and I also made a statement, science is a kid to catch up with us. We are too old. Science is yet to catch up with us. And they can't. It's the very scales with which they are playing. Those very scales have a lot of corruption, because most of the researchers are funded by the vested interest parties who are already decided the conclusion. They fund the researchers only which will bring the results they wanted. Science won't be able to catch up. Let's leave it. They won't be able to catch it. The age-old, thousands and thousands of years of Vedic tradition. Anyhow, I also do scientific research, not that science will be able to catch up with what I am doing. At least they can, the scale which they have, with that we can measure and present it to some people, that's all, nothing else. Just to tell you some of the things which Vedic tradition declares are validated, that's all, nothing else. Awakening your muscle memory can be done by techniques, and awakening your biomemory can be done by Shivoham process, using sound and light, means verbalization and visualizations. The third core you is bioenergy, the real you in you. The real you and real me are one and the same. Please understand. Your muscle memory and my muscle memory is different. The way you wake up, eat, dress up, everything is different, and the way I eat, wake up, dress up or digest, everything is different. Your muscle memory and my muscle memory are different. Your biomemory and my biomemory are different. The way you hold you, the way I hold me is all different. The way you hold God, the way I hold God is different. But your bioenergy and my bioenergy is one and the same. Please understand. Your bioenergy and my bioenergy is one and the same. The bioenergy of Rama, Krishna, Mahadeva, worst terrorists, murderers, you, every bioenergy is same. That there is no difference. All the difference is only in the muscle memory and biomemory, not in bioenergy. There we are all one. The unified field of consciousness. When your bioenergy is sleeping, it is called God particle. When it is awakened and able to awaken others, God particle, it is called God. When your bioenergy is sleeping, it is God particle. When your bioenergy is awakened and it can awaken others' bioenergy, it is God. That's all. So I mean to say I am God as per Hindu tradition. Please understand. Don't be offended by this. Don't be offended by this. Because I am very clear, the meaning I am giving is as per Hindu tradition. And I am not claiming anything. You should not be quoting this word in your context. It should be very clear. The word should be understood from my context. In Hindu tradition, the Guru who can awaken your bioenergy is worshipped, revered, respected as God. In a way, Mahadeva declares in Guru Gita, a sacred scripture, is much more than God. Because he can give you the experience of God. And I tell you, when I receive the worship as Guru, naturally I am declaring I have a capacity to fulfill that responsibility. I'll do it. There are some things I should not tell, but you should listen. That is, I am God and I will do the job. I should not tell this, but you should listen to it. That is one of the biggest problem, what to do. I should not tell, but you should listen. I should not tell because it will look very arrogant and disrespect. Because I am playing within the frame of this human body. This whole process is, Nithyanandoham process is all about awakening that bioenergy, God particle in you. This can be done by using the silence, which is source of all sounds. I am not talking about the silence which is in graveyard. The silence which is absence of sounds, no. Using that you can fall asleep, not wake up. I am going to use the silence which is source of all sounds to awaken your bioenergy, and unclutching, which is source of all visualizations. The source of sounds is silence. Source of all visualizations is unclutching. Mahadeva is keeping that only in his both hands and dancing. Source of all sounds, silence, represents the damaru. The damaru, the drum represents source of all sounds, silence. And the fire, Mahadeva is dancing. The one hand, that drum which he is holding, the right upper hand, that represents The source of all sounds, silence. The fire which has the left upper hand represents source of all visualizations, unclutching. One more line I should not say, but you should listen. He himself is going to use silence and unclutching and awaken your bioenergy. There are something I should say, you should listen, teachings. There are some things I should not say, but you should listen. Declarations about me. So this whole process is about using the unclutching and silence. Actually, that is what I am doing when I am throwing my fingers and hands in the air. That is what exactly I am doing. I am creating that source of sound and sending it to awaken the God particle bioenergy in you. That is why such extraordinary experiences are happening. We are only on the second day of the program. How many first time coming for inner awakening and already having the Kundalini awakening or third eye reading and all that? Raise your hand, let me see. Raise the hand, keep the hands up. Give a good hand for all of them. Welcome. Those days people used to meditate 25 years to have all these experiences. Now it is only 25 hours. And that also you are not doing anything other than having a fun in a good resort. I'll do the job, so you do not need to worry. Even if you are a newcomer, I'll do the job, don't worry. Because there's nothing newcomer or old person and all that. As far as bioenergy is concerned, it can never be corrupted. Any time it can be awakened. As I said that in bioenergy level, you and me are one and the same. It is like I am waking up the me in you. That's all. Actually, I am not even going to ask you to do any big spiritual practices. I am telling you. Even the newcomers, I am not going to ask you to do spiritual practice to achieve something, just for you to understand you can't achieve anything through that. No, that's all, really. See that those things, those techniques and all that, Ramana Maharshi beautifully says, Ramana Maharshi is my predecessor. He says very beautifully, the spiritual practice is given to you not to achieve something through that practice, but to make you understand you can't achieve anything through those practice, so that your whole being is convinced to relax and surrender, so it can be given to you. That's all. Let me be very clear. The amount of spiritual practice I did, in the end I did not achieve anything through that, other than that one understanding with my whole being, you can't achieve anything through the practice. See that for the total surrender it helped me. For that only the practices are. Practices are for that only. The theories and concepts you have are not complete and can't be directly helping you to achieve what you need to achieve. That clarity can come by spiritual practice. That is only use of spiritual practice. I'm telling you. Even in my life, I did not achieve, I was given. Let me be very clear. I did not make it, I was given. Mahadeva appeared in the form of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and he gave me this whole science. He is still available in a 2000-year-old live tome in my native place. We call it in Sanskrit Jiva Samadhi. Live tome means if you go and sit there and touch that stone under which he is sitting, the tome is the wrong word because in English there is no other word, I am using it. That's why I am using the word live tome. If you touch that stone, you can see his heartbeat. You can listen to the sound of his heartbeat and breathing. He is still sitting alive in Samadhi. We call that places as Jiva Samadhis in Hindu tradition. I can give you some 4 or 5 examples of Jiva Samadhis where the master is still sitting alive. He is not dead. He has not left the body. He is alive. So one is this Arunagiri Yogeshwaras. Another one is in Tanjavur. There was a great saint, Pal Swami. His Samadhi was Jiva Samadhi. He is still alive, sitting there. Yes, in Maharashtra also few. I can list, it's a long list anyhow. I'll leave it with that. I was given. I did not make it. So don't feel bad about receiving it. That is the way it is. That is the only way it happens. Don't feel bad about receiving it. That is the living tomb of Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my Guru. He awakened the bioenergy in me. Maybe later on I'll tell the story.